Hello students, I wanted to share a little bit about the final exam with you to remind you what it is, let you start getting prepared. So just so you know, as a reminder, double check your syllabus for the dates. Your exam is at the end of the class, that final week after our last weekday of official class. So your exams will be open from the 13th to the 14th. So December 13th through the 14th. It opens basically as soon as it changes over to December 13th, and then it's open for 48 hours essentially. So all of the 13th and then all of the 14th. It closes at 11:59 p.m. on December 14th. So make sure that you take it early enough so that you can get through it before the end of that deadline. So plan that around your other exams. For this exam, it's very similar to the other ones in class. It's fully online. You'll take it through Canvas, through the link. You can take it in a library, in a coffee shop, probably not in the classroom. Because you probably need more time to do it than that, but you could take it at a computer lab at the school or your home office, something like that. So make sure you can plan around your other final schedules to be able to have the time to do this exam. So total, it's worth more than previous exams. It's 140 points instead of 100 points. So previous exams were only 100 points, but this one's a little bit more. And the main reason for that is because it's semi-cumulative. So about 70% of the questions come from Unit 4. So for this class, that's chapters 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So 5 chapters total. So most of the exam covers just the most recent chapters we've covered near the middle to end of lifespan. But there's about 30% of the exam that comes from Units 1, 2, and 3. So definitely review all of the material, your notes, maybe go over the lecture slides again, things like that. But definitely go over your notes from Units 1, 2, and 3. You can even look over your old exams if you think that would be helpful for you. Look over your study guides for those exams. But the main questions that will be coming up from previous units are things that we've built upon and talked about the entire time throughout the course. So we've talked about what is theory, we've talked about genetics, epigenetics. We've talked about chromosomes. We've talked about neurology a lot. So we've talked about different aspects of the neural system at every point in the lifespan. So that goes into the anatomy of a neuron as well as parts of the brain. So these are a couple things that we've touched on so many times all throughout the lifespan that it would be really useful to go and re-review those things. For your study guide for exam 4, the main questions here I think are all from Unit 4. So all from chapters 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So these are examples of questions that you will see on the final exam. With that, again, this study guide is only going over stuff from Unit 4 to prep you for the majority of that test. So with that, the time limit for this exam is 90 minutes. It's not 140 questions, 140 points. There's 75 questions total, so you should have plenty of time to go through, answer all of the questions that you know really well. Again, it is open book, open notes, open presentation slides, so study, be prepared, get through all the questions that you know, maybe mark with a flag the couple that you don't, and then at the end of the time, you can go back to those couple questions, maybe look up those 5 or so. But you definitely don't have enough time with that time limit to look up each and every single question. So use your time for studying before this time. And remember, it is semi-cumulative. Most of it's over the most recent unit, but definitely review stuff from Units 1, 2, and 3 that we've built on many, many times in class. So again, it's open 13th through the 14th, and good luck. I'm sure you will all do great.